What's up, guys? This video's a little different today. I'm going to call this video Riding with Me. So, what we're going to talk about today is I'm going to hit a few different topics, and one of which is a phone call I just made a little while ago. Let me explain to you. So, I'm doing some runs for truck movers because truck movers, you must, to stay contracted or employed with them, you have to do a run every 30 days and to stay contracted with them. So I was coming up on 25 days or whatever, and I thought, this week I'm gonna go ahead and bang out a few loads for them and make everybody happy. So long story short, I got a couple of loads, and I thought instead of me deadheading from St. Joe, Missouri, all the way to Caseyville, Illinois, what I'll do is get a run with Spirit Miller because they always have trucks coming out of St. Joe. So I call them up this morning. I get a dispatcher. All right, the dispatcher starts saying, "Well, we thought you was going to take off this week," and I'm like, "No, I had some stuff to do. I got it done early, so I thought I'd do a few runs." She's like, "Oh, well, we didn't know you was working for another company. We thought you was exclusively working for us." And I'm like, no. I said, if I want to make it doing this type of work, I have to have multiple companies I work for. And if you're listening to this, you're probably agreeing, like, yeah, So you got to have that. I mean, it's just a given. And apparently they want me to work exclusively for them. So then she's like, well, you have to let us know what your plans are and what you're doing and where you're at. And I'm like, well, I have a wife already, and she's a great woman, and I let her know where I'm at, what I'm doing, where I'm going, and everything. And I'm only going to do that for one person, my wife. So, right there earned Spirit Miller one strike. And I usually give people three strikes. So they've received their one strike. That really rubbed me the wrong way. And, I can understand where they're coming from, but being controlling is not going to control me. So, with that out of there, lesson number one I've learned today is Spirit Miller likes to control you. So, but right now, I'm heading to Joplin, Missouri. I got a truck to pick up. I'm going to run it up to what is it? No, St. Joe. I'm gonna run it up to St. Joe, and it's a 200 and something mile run, and I'm gonna break it down to you. It pays, I think, $222. So hopefully, there's enough diesel fuel in there, and I could get up there. But I do have 10 gallons of diesel with me, and so if it comes down to it, I'll use my 10 gallons and just, you know, write that 10 off. So then the run after that is going to be a horrible run. I'll make a video of it, my next video, and it's going to be the video of the dump truck. It is a hunk of junk, and I'm not excited about doing it. I got to drive this thing 1,800 miles out to California, out to the boondocks in California. It's way north of LA. So I wasn't sure if I was going to take and fly back, but with that remote location, I don't know if I'm going to take and try to attempt to get to the airport, because last time I tried to pull one of those off, it took me over a day to eventually get down to a freaking airport. It was a nightmare. So that's what my plan is. And then I wanted to tell you all about another thing. I've been doing this YouTube less than a year. I make these videos. I try to help people out. And I made two videos of me in LA at the Grand Central Station in LA, and it's kind of like a giant train station. And Chinatown's not too far away and all that. But I made a couple videos about one of which was this crazy homeless guy. And he was acting all crazy. And I sat there and I watched him 2 or 3 hours. And he was basically, talking to himself. And he had a routine of craziness that he would work through. And it was a consistent routine. His every hand motion was like it was a skit he was working out. I guess in his head or, whatever. But he was crazy. I mean, I didn't make the video to make fun of the guy or anything. I just thought it was unusual. And I wanted to put that video on my channel to show some of the places you go and some of the people you see, So I put that up. All right. YouTube took all the views off of there. I'm not sure what you call that, but they took all my views off of there. And I'm like, for that video? And in the description, it was, I think it was something like crazy guy at LA train station or something like that, or crazy guy at Amtrak. And then there was another video I made, and it was kind of cool, I thought, in my opinion. It was a random guy walks up to a piano in that same train station and starts playing the piano, and there's a homeless guy that walks by. He stunk so bad it was intense. It was like one of those stinks that takes your breath. And so anyway, that guy, he rolls on by in the video. I don't remember saying anything about him, but basically that's what went on in that video. And I showed, how pretty the train station was and everything. And, that was basically all the views was taken off of that. But on my cell phone, which I use to make these videos, like what I'm using right now, when I go in on my YouTube channel and look at, how many views I got on this video, how many views is on that video, on those two videos, it shows I have views. And then when I go in on the computer, my home computer, to look at views and tweak things, I don't edit anything. And to tweak things, things that I write about the video, description and whatnot. But when I go in there on that, that's when I see 0, 0. There's nothing. And so I don't understand why YouTube would do something like that to me. My channel's so small anyway. I only have a few hundred subscribers, and I only have, X amount of views. And I don't know why they'd go in on there like that. I don't speak poorly of certain cities and certain people. I mean, I get on here, I talk about companies and whatnot. So, I mean, that's just to help the drive-away driver. I'm not talking ill of them to be a jerk or anything, But I just wanted to share those little tidbits of my thoughts, let you ride with me a little bit down the highway. And I hope everybody's out there safe and out there making some money. And today, I'm going to get out here and make some damn money.